Yeah, I think I'm gonna use this as my thumbnail.
A bit of shakiness right off the
Awesome
hop
work
here.
of art. I've already gotten a couple
I don't know. Looks
a
like
couple of requests for over $100 for that. I've
I'm
had
actually
two
upside
different
down.
family members
I'm actually upside down.
ask if they could buy it
So
for over
what I did
100,
was
and I'm like, nope,
I took
not happening.
this right here. Let me just see. See, I can actually see through the camera here. Right on. Good stuff. It's gonna work out really good for live. So yeah, I may be okay. So most of this is Tide. It is this brand. They say don't get the free and gentle or what was it? Free of dye. It says free of dyes and perfumes. Somebody was saying something like I seen this and I was like, oh hey, that's the one that I use. And they're saying, oh, don't use this one. You have to be careful, blah blah blah. But maybe it was a different one. I'm not sure, but this one is like, I'm pretty sure this one says acid free, and that is a really good. So far, my favorite resin, like by far, is like the Art and Glow. It's a little bit more expensive than our resin, but I can get it here, and it's for things like this, like it's for artwork that, like see, like this is some of their like it's pre-made, like so it looks kind of white, like all this looks white, but it all glows in the dark, and it will glow for quite a while. It won't glow as long as like fabric paint and stuff that I bought, but I can't mix a fabric paint and stuff like that with and it's colored. You can see the color, right? So it's like you can't make a hidden picture, which is something I like doing. If you guys have any suggestions, put them in the comments. If you know of any other companies that are good at making invisible by day and glow in the dark by night, that last a long time, that are easy to work with, that you can work with resin. If you know of any, put them in the suggestion box underneath. I'll be happy to buy them and check them out. So I'm just taking, so I put in probably, I don't know, a couple jocks. This stuff, because it is, because of the Tide and it's liquid, it takes forever. It takes a long time. So this stuff does really glow in the black light. So this was for example, this was a experiment that I did. This is antique white, right? And this is the antique white with mostly Tide in it, and that's it. And when I grabbed my light, this is a cool part. It's like, yeah, it even glows more than the actual gesso. I mean, like, that they use on all these, and it's like, why can't I get it in paint? So it's like, all of a sudden, that goes dark and that goes light. So I just turn that into that. And when I feel it, it used to feel kind of like slick, but it was like it just took a really long time to cure. So if I go like this though, it kind of peels off a little bit like wax. Like you could peel it off, right? So if you are gonna do something with this, you know, like I'm testing this stuff out, right? Like these are all just like things that I'm doing, like I'm testing, right? Because what I want to do is, it's so hard to find this. I paid like, I don't know, $8 or $9 for this. That's crazy. That's crazy sauce. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a way. So this is white. This is glow in the dark white. So this is like your clothing when you go into, like, you know, a rave party or something. You know, it's glow in the dark white. And so that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna try to extend this to be about this much. I'm gonna do it on a budget. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm using matte. So I'm using Liquitex, but I'm using the matte. I'm gonna use matte on this just because of the project I'm working on, and I also don't want to. I want to see what it is just without glare, without anything like. I'm gonna put this matte in. So now I'm ensuring it, because, I mean, this is shiny. This is, well, actually, well, it's a lot more shinier than the antique, anyways. I can tell that. But here, like, put it up to the light. Yeah, no, this actually looks pretty matte, but I don't know what this looks like. So I'm just putting some of that in just to make sure. And I know for a fact that this is not matte. This is like ultra sheen. This is like, yeah, this is like putting resin art. This is more temperamental, I think. But yeah, when you mix this stuff, you can use it as a pouring medium, like it says right there on the bottom. But you can also use it as a top coat for things that you're doing. And it looks absolutely amazing. So I'm just putting it in there. You only need a little bit. And because it takes so long, I love this. It takes so long because of the conditioner. I mean, I'm wondering now, can I just use conditioner and not even use extender anymore to stop things from cracking, to give things a longer drying time? You know, like I'm gonna test this out because I pay like $12 for extender. Yeah, it lasts a long time, but you know, it's still $12, man. Like if I could just do like one pump into here and then put this in a whole can that I just bought of white acrylic house paint, interior house paint. Well, I think it's the interior and the exterior. I don't know. I have to look at the bottle, but I made sure that it was in between the matte and matte and gloss. They had a little chart there. I'm like, yep, the one in the middle. I forget what they called it. I can't even remember if I went to Rona or Home Depot. Maybe it's the fumes mixing. I'm mixing. No, I know what I'm doing. Shaking this right off the hop here. So, I don't know. Looks like down. So, lead pigment. Yeah, please make every color. This stuff is the best. Absolutely, 100%. This is the best you can get. I've only seen it in 2 colors online, but yep, this should be in every color if they can make it in every color. And the mount, like I'm still waiting I'm getting another one shipped in. It takes a little while, but then I know UPS isn't shipping it, which is good, and it just comes right into my mailbox, so I don't have to worry about it. But this stuff goes such a long way, and this stuff right here, like this is made. I know another video I did. Yeah, this is opaque. Will shine in opaque. Like this will make like the most like opaque, dense color glow in the dark. It's amazing. They were using black 2.0 on it, and it was working for black 2.0. Oh, I might as well not. I don't want to waste it. It's completely random, but it does. It's like, oh, it only glows green, right? So it's like, I got like a lot of other colors up there. I got inks, I got dyes and stuff like that, but see, like this glows green, but look at that, like it glows for a long time. Like I just touched that, and so it's like I could just go like this, and like no, it will glow for a really long time. Like see, so like I can hit the red around this, right? That for the art and glow, right? I can hit the red around it. Like watch the two. You see how the red goes away really fast? That art and glows. It's gonna glow for a long time. It does. It is definitely the best. So yeah. It looks like that makes a little bit too much, but let's see here. So if I take this, I'm just gonna see now. I'm gonna open this up. Just gonna see how this works on its own here, just on the side, and then see what we can do with it. You know, it really bugs me is when things come in the mail or I get them in art stores, and that thing you have to peel off a lot of times, it's like half peeled off. I feel like it's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's like, is somebody like tampered with this? Like I don't want it. So that should shine right away. So unlike this, like that should be like really bright, which it is compared to like, oh huh, look, you can tell. There, see how good that lit is? That's funny. But yeah, you can tell right away that this is like the white. So I'm gonna scoop this up and use it because I just don't want to waste it. But actually, I can just like kind of let's go like that. So yeah. Yeah, there's this this palette knife I have is cool because you can actually squeeze things out of bottles. You just like hook it in there and then you keep like twisting it, and it will like, so anything that you have like this, for example, I want to get like the rest of my my gold out of this. Oops. Bad cat's mew. Just joking. But yeah, you can just. So yeah, like on my Instagram, I just said like every day I'm just gonna do something new to this thing here. Here, I'll pick up some of this glow in the dark. Just gonna randomly do shit. I just liked it because I was looking at it and I was like, oh hey, this got a lot of texture. You know what? I'm just gonna do something with this. Oops. Is it still there? So let's do something with it. So it's like boom, fluorescent green. Ah! Yeah. So I don't know what I want to do here. Maybe go like this, and go like this. Don't need much. This. We go like this. Okay, we're gonna create some more texture here. We're gonna create a lot more texture. Yeah, no, and then, so yeah, what I failed to say, or continued to say, was the best thing to weigh things down with is gel, the clear gel. I usually get like, it's usually I like the golden, and it's just clear gel, and that works way better than glue. Okay, if you want something that kind of, does the thing that glue does, but you don't want to worry about anything happening. You want to make sure that your art doesn't crack. You just put extender in, and then just put a little bit of that. It doesn't take much, and just whip up the gel medium into it, and yeah, you can get like a really heavy condensed gel. That's what I use because I just find I can like thin it and I can make it go a long way if I want to, or I can use it really, really thick to do like really textured projects, right? So yeah, I just kind of made that. See what that looks like. So it's glowing. Now I'm gonna go into my fridge. I'll go into my fridge here. So you can tell it's glowing more right there. But yeah, no, this lit is off the chart. So I'm gonna take some of this actually here. I'm gonna put it in here because this actually. Really, really fine powder too. That's another thing. Like, so like what it's gonna look like now is like it's gonna glow in the dark green, but it's gonna look like under fluorescent. It might look like teal, right? But like no, like it doesn't matter how opaque something is. This stuff, like, just mix it up, and it's going to be like tomorrow rolls around. That should be pretty flat. But this is my. Yeah, this is my art water, so it's like you're gonna see why. I'll just show you. Okay, it still glows like a freaking alien drink. It's tonic water with quinine. It has to have quinine. Like, it has to say quinine on it, or else it's not. Like, don't, like, yeah, don't think it. So, yeah, usually I don't do this with carbon, so I might get a different effect that I don't want, right? But, yeah, let's try it out. Never hurts to try. It's gonna be super liquid, super liquidy, very low viscosity, very soluble. Everything in here is very soluble. I think like the only thing that's not soluble is that pigment from Lit. But it might be because like maybe that I think it might be soluble because I think that's how it's able to glow even like it reaches the surface of any opaque color. Like it obviously like if it wasn't a soluble if this Lit wasn't a soluble pigment like powder, then and maybe that's why it's such a fine powder. Like I don't if it wasn't soluble, I don't think it would be able to glow in pigment like or sorry in opaque colors. So yeah, I mean I don't know if you think you know otherwise or like you have a theory on this, sorry, yeah, put it down in the comments, let me know, right? Make a little bit white. I'll throw off some of these colors too much. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this for today. I'm just gonna actually stop this because see all these bubbles. I mean, they could create an effect, right? But I don't really want a bubbled effect. Everything here is all like lines, right? They're all lines on here, and I kind of want to just keep doing that, like just because, like I said before. So I'm gonna get gel, and I'm gonna make this a little bit more dense, and yeah. But I'm gonna wait until the carbon goes away from this because I don't want anything to affect it. So what I do is whenever I make like if I have something really condensed like the gel, I'll put the gel in something like this first, and then I'll just add slowly to it and mix. So anything high viscosity, even paint, if I wanted to add paint to that, that's really high viscosity, instead of having those little like floaty things going around, yeah, no, I just put them in here first, and then put a little bit and mix a little bit by a little bit until it gets to the point where I can totally make it soluble, and you don't need to put it in a blender. And anybody that has worked with high viscosity stuff and has put it in pouring medium, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. So, yeah. Alright. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Just did another whatever. And just did whatever. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you made it, you get 1,000,000 points. And achievement for making it to, wow, 29 and 31 seconds. 30 minutes. Way to go, guys. Have fun. Yeah, I'm just going to keep creating. Way to go, guys. Have fun. Yeah, I'm just going to keep creating.